27th. I'm Amy Corr, and guess what? I'm here with Kevin Van Eck, and we are out of the Goose Island office. We have a great topic this morning. It's actually a little bit of shifting gears. We want to talk a bit about you refueling you. That's right. So, as you fuel up with some coffee, let's jump into the next episode of Coffee with Amy and Kevin.
That's right. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining us again. We're fueling up over here on our side, and we're ready to talk about refueling you. And so what happens, you might be busy, right? In your market, things might be flying, your business might be taking off and still moving strong. It might be slow for you also. It might be where the number of transactions, the number of clients, it could be down in your market. So everyone hits these times differently. Your business might be busy, it might be slow, and it'll shift throughout the year. Here's the jam, is we want to offer up things you can do to make sure you take care of yourself and continue to move your business forward, even if things aren't moving with the same velocity they were before. And we talk a lot about prospecting and spending time doing that. We're going to talk about a few different things. When Amy says we're going to shift gears, we are shifting gears now to making sure you're taking care of you and continuing to move your business forward.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And so the very first thing I want to talk about is self-care. I know as agents we do not do this enough, because we always talk about finding time for ourselves whenever we get a little bit of downtime. It's usually when we're racing 1,000,000 miles a minute. We've got 20 things up in the air and we're exhausted. And we always say, as soon as I get some downtime, I'm going to make sure to take care of myself. And then some of you might be feeling that right now. It might be a little bit slower on the transaction side where you're finding you've got some extra time. But usually what happens when that is the case is, instead of recognizing this is the time that I get to take care of myself, what do? We panic. We think I'm never going to get another deal again. So we sit in panic instead of taking care of ourselves. So if you are feeling any sense of that, I want you to take a deep breath and recognize this is a great opportunity to take care of yourself. And that means things like finding time for that yoga class that you really wanted to be able to do, getting back into an exercise routine, getting more sleep, spending a little bit more time with your loved ones. Whatever self-care means to you, think about how you can really lean into that. And the other thing is, self-care might be, believe it or not, taking a vacation.
Right.
And let's face it, we all know as real estate agents what usually happens when we decide to take a vacation.
Very true.
That's when our next deal suddenly pops up, right? But if you are feeling just a little bit of that slowness in your market, and again, as Kevin said, some of you might still be really crazy busy, but we've heard that, in some pockets, things are slowing down or sort of shifting gears. Take the time to take care of yourself, because the other thing is that when you refuel yourself and you are suddenly feeling refreshed and good and happy, guess what? That translates in your business, and you all of a sudden are attracting all of those clients, and people are recognizing that you're really in a space to really take great care of them. So, refueling you ends up benefiting not just you, but everybody around you.
That's right. And I think that self-care thing, how often when you get slow, and especially now, you mentioned panic or being paralyzed, I've seen it happen where agents are sitting in front of their computer, just spinning, scrolling through emails.
Waiting for the email to come, right.
Not really doing anything refreshing, just saying, what am I going to do? I have no... But take care of yourself. Take this opportunity to do the things that we were pushing off when we were busy.
Yes, because a deal will happen again. I promise. Business will come your way. So see it as a great opportunity to, take care of yourself.
And here, number 2 then is taking care of yourself was number 1. Number 2 is let's work through the checklists that we have in place that we haven't been able to work through. And there's 2 different types of checklists. There's a checklist for business and a checklist for personal. And the checklist for business, we spend a lot of our time during the normal market when it's busy working on transactions. Prospecting, transactions, but now might be an opportunity to work on the operations and the back end of your business. When we start talking about processes, when we start talking about some of the marketing that we're doing or refreshing things, or when we talk about maybe our setup, our system, whether it's people that help us, we have an assistant or a part-time assistant or a virtual assistant, being able to set that up and research it. And then I also tie education into this in terms of learning more about maybe AI, or learning more about public speaking, my favorite topic, talking about presentation. So I know someone that now is looking into classes at the Second City here in Chicago to become a better public speaker, a better presenter when they're meeting with clients. And I think that'll be really beneficial. So work through that checklist of things that you've put off, but the personal side too. This is an opportunity to work through your business checklist and your personal.
I love it because there's always that long checklist where you're like, someday I'll get to it, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
now's that someday. What a great
Yes.
opportunity. I love it.
And don't overwhelm yourself. I want to say that too, because you might be paralyzed with this long list you've built over the last
start at
6
the
months.
top.
Just do 2 or 3, 2 a day.
Yeah.
Focus on making 2 calls. You need a new mattress? Make the call. You need something painted? Call. But just start knocking things out.
I love it. I love it. And the last thing that we want to really talk about is, finding, now that you've got maybe some time, connect with those people that matter most to you. Let's face it again, when we're super busy, how often is it, we're going to get to our family, we're going to get to our friends, and, oftentimes work takes the priority. If you've got some of that time, connect with those people that matter most in your life. This is a great opportunity. Again, this is back to refueling and getting the energy from the people that really matter. But then also, it's not just connecting with the people that matter most, but do things that really matter to you. Let's say you love golf and you haven't really had a chance to do much of it because it's been so busy. Take the time to go out and golf every week, and you get a couple of people that go with you, right? And you spend a quality 4 or 5 hours together, and you grab lunch afterwards. Recognize that quality time with those people that you really like, that is prospecting, that is networking, and that is connecting. When you do things, whether it's sailing or joining a running club or whatever it is, if you are finding that you've got some of that free space or opportunity, go towards the things that you most enjoy, because it will turn into opportunity down the road, but it's also going to connect you with people that are more like you, people that you want to be around, and it's going to fuel you up to feel great and have a much greater attitude, and probably eliminate any potential burnout that we all get when we're in this business and we're grinding and going all the time. So connect with those people that matter most, but also find 1 or 2 things that you love or really want to do again or over these next 6 to 8 weeks, and just jump into it. I guarantee you will see a great outcome on the personal side, but you'll probably also benefit on the professional side as well.
Yeah. It's totally funny you say that, because in Ninja, they talk about, is there really balance between work and personal life? And it's really hard to achieve that, and almost impossible. What you're talking about is what Ninja teaches, which is it's not balance, but it's alignment between the two.
Yeah, kind of weaving them together.
Yes.
It's like if you love to play tennis or golf, why not do that with great people, your A people or some B clients or friends? Get in front of them, and odds are real estate might come up in a conversation at some point, And I think once we learn that too as agents, that you can have fun and be networking and doing enjoyable things.
Yeah.
And that is the beauty of this business. I really say that to so many agents. We get to do that. We get to have fun and potentially move the needle forward in our business at the same time.
Totally.
So on that note, make it a great Tuesday. Refuel with a little more coffee if you need to. Until we see you next Tuesday, remember, you got this.